I can talk about my XDB, guys. This is one.
Yeah. Let's talk about XDB.
This is one that I am super, super bullish. Yeah, grabbing bags whenever I can. Daily chart looks currently like this. We had this, rising wedge here, which broke out down to this support. Very, very simple, guys. Look how it was so respectful to that support level at 20 cents. Bounce off, and we came up to this sort of a consolidation, this mid-range here. So getting above it is my next thing to watch out for. On the daily, I never like to see it on the daily when it is below 50s and when they're, facing down. Some volatility would be good. I think they're trying to fix the volume, aren't they?
Yeah. So what Danielle, who is the CEO of the project, he released a statement when they had the AMA last week that they were going to be releasing a lot of news in May. He said there will be a lot, and he said the liquidity issue will be fixed in May, which makes me think that a major exchange is on the way, or maybe staking. He was talking about maybe opening up at XDB. Liquidity pool for staking, removing the liquidity off the exchanges. I'm not sure what his plans are, but there is news, and the news that dropped yesterday, to be honest, I'm not too sure what that even was. I think there's a game on PC called Assetto Corsa. It's like a racing game, and I think this game's planning to move to like the metaverse, and they're putting all their cars with the XDB branding on, or there's something about Gala as well. I'm not too sure, but this wasn't the main news, so there's more news coming. Marta, have you took a deep dive into the Danielle Mezzi, the CEO, who's talking in the Telegram groups?
No, I didn't. I seriously, my my time is just so limited. I wish I had more time, guys, to read about everything, really get down nitty gritty, but I struggle sometimes, so I do have to rely on Milky, for instance, or other people.
What I'll do, because someone asked me yesterday in the Discord, I'll put it in the Discords, but basically doing a sort of a deep dive into the CEO of this project. He does have really, really strong ties, numerous strong ties, about 4 or 5 CEOs of banks that are now working on the XDB projects, some Santander and loads of other things. So this is why everyone is so bullish on this project. But to be honest, I am looking to try and I need to accumulate.
Yeah.
I really want more tokens. I'm regretting selling some, and now I'm looking at the price to buy, and it's like for 5,000 tokens, it's like over $1,500, and it's crazy for me because I bought most of mine at around 9 cent, 2 cent.
Well, look,
so I'm really not trying to buy.
Never regret making profit. Don't say that. I mean.
I know, but the JR. JR.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's targeting these swing traders on the project, and he always says don't be systematic, don't trade the levels, but trading the levels is important. If it wasn't for swing traders, then there would be no volume. There'd be no. So his idea of holding, it's really stupid, but he is right in one way, because if I would have held my tokens, then I would have been better. But then again, you have to take profit. Don't regret taking profit.
Aidan,
and don't trust a whale. Whales are your worst enemy.
No,
they
absolutely.
really are.
I mean, I will never ever hold my token into eternity and beyond, because it really works when you have bought the token super early and you have years of accumulation ahead of you. I don't think holding on to something, hoping for the price to go higher when it goes up and down in waves, and you could totally like double, triple your bag if you want to. Look what happened. My perfect example, and I'll go to this in a while, is Veracity. I've held it for a year and a half, guys. I had a small trading bag. I've ended up trading it and actually making some money on it. And at the minute, I don't have any trading bag for Veracity, but I have my whole bag and it's staking. Even with the current rate, I know it dropped, but I had the higher APY over a year. I'm still not even break even with the amount of tokens that I have. I could have sold and bought now at those crazy levels, and why not? Fine, fair enough, maybe at some point, but when is that some point? We don't know. We're in such uncertainty at the minute, holding just based on hopium or based on sort of like a promise of something happening. How do you know? Like, even with this solid project, and I mean, it could be anything. I'm just giving Veracity as an example. Right now, and it happened to RSR as well, guys, such a solid project with such altruistic, use cases. What happened? They changed their white paper. And it just, everybody believed in it. Everybody was raving about it. And all of a sudden, how you can't predict it. So 100% take your profits along the way. Nobody ever went poor from taking profits. I'm not saying holding is a bad strategy, but I'm saying not taking profits is something that can cost you a lot. Fine, it can cost you if it changes, but I think the chances of right now us rallying to $100,000 are slim. And if we get there, you'll still get a chance to buy even higher, but with solid confidence and confirmation that we've turned, we're on the way up, we're back in bull. I can trade, I can get higher. I'm not going to lose the money the way I would have lost it if we turned and went down. So it is a little bit tricky, but I think setting the mindset on securing profits and always being happy that you've taken those profits, being positive, changes everything when it comes to trading. And when you said about getting more, I'm just looking at this again. We have a nice W here. What I could potentially suggest is getting in around testing that support around the 25 cent. Maybe we'll be a bit below. This is a 4-hour chart. So just coming down to this level, you can see this was our support before. We tested it here twice, went up, and even that range, getting above the 30 cents, getting above the 40 cents, we can still make money here. So that's a smaller time frame. If we test this support, we could go up higher. As you can see, this big red vector here. So that would be target 1, 34 cents. We could break above. Now this was already grabbed this liquidity. So if we go up higher, consolidate here, we have the 800 EMA here at this point. We could, if we stay here at this level, consolidate, you could be looking at higher targets up to 45 cents. So that would be my play for XDB. Grabbing lower, setting cheeky bids lower. Go for it. I don't know, unless we really start dropping again with Bitcoin. Potentially we won't see this level anymore. We could really test this again. Just come down to the 25 cents and go up higher. This is my bullish scenario. If we drop, guys, we're dropping, and I don't know where the support is. apart from going down to 20 cents, we could keep testing, you know, up here, say 15, 16, or even lower. But let's go level to level for the minute. Grabbing bags right now around the 25 cents would be for those who are trying to get into this trade and trying to get a little bit more.
Personally, as well, I would advise getting into this trade as well, with the team saying that there's going to be news coming out. I think that something could pop off here.
Yeah.
And I think we probably could hit those vector candles and reclaim those levels.
Yeah, like this is definitely one I'm keeping a very close eye on, and I'm actively trading this. I have it in my lucky trade Discord, actively updating on it, actively trading it, and getting, you know, in and out whenever I can, and 100% big supporter of the project altogether.